So what's long and hard and gets dirty every time you use it? Okay, get your mind out of the gutter, man. I'm talking about a gun, okay? Stick around for a little while. We're gonna clean this bad boy up. What's up, campers? What's up? I'm Steve. This is Beast Mode Camping. In this one, we're gonna show you how to go about a basic cleaning on this Glock Gen 26 9mm. You may need a couple of tools to get started with. You don't necessarily have to have those, but I like using one of these cleaning kits. You can get these online, Amazon, for around 40 bucks. I think I paid like $39.90 for this one. I'll leave a link in the description for you if you'd like to grab one. These things are great to have. I've got this nice big deluxe model here. It's good to have all this stuff, especially if you have multiple guns that you're going to clean. This has got you pretty much covered for just about everything. They do make smaller ones, and like I say, you don't necessarily need this. It just makes things easier. So the first thing you want to do, for goodness sake, people, let's take a moment and make sure this thing is not loaded, okay? Let's not become statistics, shall we? It's pretty easy on this. You open this thing up, you've got full visibility right here. You can see everything. So you can look down here. Notice there's no clip, no bullet. And then if you look slightly down in this way, you can actually see the barrel, and you can tell that there's no bullet inside the barrel. So I am 100% confident. I can actually see the light through there that this is not loaded. You want to make sure that it's not loaded before you start this. On this model, you do have to be sure that the firing pin is fired in order to disassemble it. So I'm just going to click that like that. Now there are these two switches on the side. You can see right here, there's one, and on the flip side, it mirrors it on the other side. So what you need to do is push both of these down at the same time. I usually just reach underneath like this and pull those down. And while you have those pulled down, you can just pull back a little bit like this. I'm gonna use a glove just to try to help me get a little better grip on these guys. The spring is really tight on it. Slides right off. So hey, if at any point in time you find yourself enjoying this video, why not let us know by giving it a like and subscribe to our channel while you're at it. And while you're in there, go ahead and ring that bell. You'll never miss a video. Now, once you've got this piece off, you can see there's a lot going on inside of here. I will tell you, unless you are a professional and really know what you're doing, don't mess with any of that. It's not necessary to take it apart. You can clean it just like it is. There's a lot of springs in here that if you start taking this apart, it can pop everywhere and you may never get that thing back together. So I'd recommend just leaving this alone. This has a few pieces, just a few. This is the spring for the recoil. So you can just pop that out just like that. We'll set that here. And then this is the barrel. And it just comes out like that. And there's the slide. And those are the only things that you need to worry about as far as disassembling it. Now to clean this thing, I'm gonna go to my kit here, and I've got this spray. It's just a gun cleaning spray. I usually use this, and you know, I'll buy a bag of these little swabs like this. And pull a few of these out. And you can use tools in the cleaning kits. A lot of the times for just cleaning up, I like to just use some chopsticks. So I'll take a couple of these pads, just lay them down like this and spray them with some of this cleaning spray. Doesn't take much. And just use your chopsticks. Grab a hold of those things like this. And you can get down in these harder to reach areas like this. And you just kind of want to rub this stuff around and get any dirt or soot or anything that's down in there. You know, you can use your fingers too. Sometimes it's easier using the chopsticks to get down in some of these tight areas. You can also use these things from the cleaning kit to get in there. But if you don't have a cleaning kit, like I say, the chopsticks and these little swabs work great to really get into the little tight areas. And like down in here. And you just want to wipe it down the best you can. Get most of that dirt out of there. I think that's pretty good for that. You can use the same thing for the barrel, just wiping things down. Get some of that oil on there. This actually isn't oil, this is a cleaner, but we will put a little oil on here after we're done. And you just want to basically wipe everything down as good as you can. I'm not going to do a real thorough cleaning just for the purposes of this video. I just want to show you how to do it. Now I like to take these things and I'll get one of my rods here. Screw this on. This is a good size for this barrel. We'll screw that on to the end. And I like to take these little pads and stuff them in there and just run it through with the rod. Run it through both ways and really get any powder residue out of there. There we go. That looks pretty good. And that looks pretty dirty. Grab a couple more of these pads. I'm just going to use those to wipe this spring down. Try to get down in the little crevices if you can. You just want to make sure that you're getting that powder residue off of there and any dirt that might have gotten in there, just to make sure that everything is moving good, so that this will compress and help keep you from jamming up. And again, just as many little areas as you can get to. You just want to get those cleaning pads up in there. Clean it up. Like so. What? There we go. And that is pretty much all there is to it. I mean, it's recommended that you clean your firearm every time you use it. So if you do it every time, it's really quick, really easy, just like that. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So now once you've got all these pieces cleaned up, you can go back with some oil. This is just gun oil, and just drizzle a little bit on one of these patches and just give it a little wipe down. Doesn't take much. A little bit goes a long way. Get some on that spring. This helps it from corroding or rusting or anything like that. Keeps things moving. Helps a lot to prevent jams. You don't want your guns jamming up on you. And first thing I would think when my gun jams is it needs to be cleaned. So there's the oil. Putting these back together is just the opposite of what we did to take it apart. I'm going to drop this barrel right back in like that. Spring goes up in here like so, and then there's a groove on this right here. You just want to be sure you get that. Oop, let's turn it around the right way. And that groove on the back, and once it goes in, there you go. See, all cleaned. All right guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe to our page for more content. We'll see you in the next video.